Thank you, Madam Chair. Um, and I just want to, thank my colleagues that went before me for their testimony. In particular, Representative Belinsky. That was, very, I'm sorry that you had to go through that, and very heartwarming testimony. But much to his point, I mean, I'm sorry that everybody had to go through that, state employees or not. And at the time, I was pretty far away removed from politics, and working at a bank, retail, at the retail level, and we were exposed just as much as anybody else to the dangers of COVID. We didn't know at that time who had it and who didn't, and we were interacting with dozens, if not hundreds, of customers a day. So I just want to make the point that that I think we all understand that everybody was exposed to this in one way or another, some more than others, but that doesn't fall upon whether you are a state employee or a private sector employee lines. That goes across those lines. There were certainly people in the private sector that were exposed more than people in the public sector, and vice versa. So but much to the point of Representative Belinsky and my ranking member, Representative Nuccio, it doesn't make sense that we punish the state employees who did go through what they had to go through by voting no, and attempting to deny these funds one way or the other. But it would be prudent that this committee try to find these funds in the most fair and appropriate way possible, which I strongly believe would look something like maybe looking at lapse accounts and things of that nature that were brought up before I spoke. So I will be voting yes as well, because these the state employees that had to work through these circumstances, the vast majority of them do deserve this pay, but so do the people in the private sector that had to work through similar circumstances. So I just urge this committee to maybe take a look at making it right for people in the private sector that had to work under the same circumstances. But yeah, I will be voting yes, and I encourage that we find the most prudent way to find this money for them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.